Here's adventure. Here's romance. Here's the famous Robin Hood of the Old West.
Cisco, the sheriff, he is getting closer.
This way, Pancho. Vámonos. The Cisco Kid. Now, the Cisco Kid in our exciting story, The Seven Devils. Ever since man first indicated in writing the disposition of his property after his death, the will has been the subject of deep, dark plots. And so it was in the old Southwest of the 1870s that Brad Kellman, lawyer, was talking to Rick Corson, ranch foreman.
If you want old man Grant's money, Corson, you got to kill him tonight.
Why tonight?
For two reasons. First, because his niece Stella comes of age next week. And second, because everybody, including you and me, will be at the Cowboys' masquerade dance tonight.
I'm taking Stella to that dance tonight. The old man asked me if I'd take her and see she had a good time.
That's something we'll have to take a chance on. Her knowing the costume you're wearing. But I'm wearing the devil's costume, too. And so are 5 other hombres in this town. Because I checked to be sure.
Let's see now. Hadn't ought to take us more than 10 minutes to do the job and get back to the dance hall, had it?
Just about. Now, that'll give us time, too, to set a fire in one of the closets so the fire will break out good after we're back. And even if anybody should see us leave the old man's house, how are they going to prove anything with 5 others wearing exactly the same kind of costume?
You sure about that will at Grant's, eh, Brad?
Sure, I'm sure. I drew up the will, didn't I? If he dies before Stella comes of age, you, as his trusted foreman, administer the estate for her. If not, then everything goes to her direct.
But if she comes of age next week...
Look, Corson, once you're appointed administrator, I'll do the rest, and you and I'll split the property. Well?
I kind of hate to kill a bedridden invalid, Brad, but I sure do want that money. You having a good time, Miss Stella?
Oh, I'm having a wonderful time, Rick. But I'm worried about Uncle Gidding being home all alone. If he hadn't insisted that I come to this dance...
He'll be all right.
Just to make sure, I think I'll run home for a few minutes. Oh, I wish I hadn't promised this dance to Ben Jordan.
Well, Miss Stella, why don't you let me run over?
Are you sure you wouldn't mind?
Well, wouldn't mind at all, Miss Stella. Be glad to.
Okay.
You stay right here and I'll go. Hey, Brad.
Yeah.
Come on. Good thing you're wearing that purple mask or I wouldn't have recognized you in that costume.
Yeah, and you're the only one who knows it. Come on, let's go.
She asked me to go and see if the old man's all right.
What? That ain't going to be too good. She tells the sheriff later on that you was in the house. Now, wait a minute. Maybe it ain't so bad her sending you.
We can say we found the old man murdered. That might be better.
Anyway, we got to take a chance on that, too. Well, let's get this over with and get back before it rains. We're in for a heavy storm. You, bring a gun?
Yeah. I got a .44 under this costume. Here's the old man's room. He's asleep, Brad. Shall I gun whip him?
No, a bullet's better.
Yeah, but the noise...
Now wait for a roll of that thunder. Go on, get it over to the bed there. Close. Come on, make sure of this. Well, that fixes them for keeps, of course. Now let's get a fire started in another room.
Well, No point in starting a fire now, Brad. Not with Stella knowing we've been here.
Yes, there is, too. Storm's going to be a rip snorter. Who's going to know whether lightning hit this house and starts a fire or not?
Oh, I get the idea, Brad.
Maybe you won't have to tell Stella you found her uncle murdered, Carson. Maybe this fire will get going enough for it's discovered to burn up all the evidence. Keep away from Stella back at the dance as we see.
Then tell her we found the old man all right, huh?
Yeah. Come on, let's get the fire going.
That lightning, Cisco.
See, Pancho. It's very sharp. Unless we want to get wet, we must get under cover soon.
Where we go, Cisco?
We are going to call to see Senor Grant and his niece, Senorita Stella.
And Pancho be glad to see Senor Grant again, Cisco. And Senor Grant get Cisco and Pancho out of the jail once, no?
See, for something we did not do.
Uh-huh.
That was before Senor Grant's horse fell and rolled on him and made him an invalid.
Listen, Cisco. Big time at the dance hall tonight.
See, but we are not concerned with that, amigo.
Now it rains, Cisco.
See. Senor Grant's place is just down the street. There's a stable behind the house. Let us get there. Hop, Diablo.
Come, Logo, behind the house. Pancho, think if this keep up, we have a burst of the clouds, Cisco.
I would not be surprised. Madre mia, that lightning is coming closer and closer.
Rain harder and harder.
In just a second, we'll be under cover, Pancho. Here we are. Hold on.
Hold, Loco. Pancho feed Diablo and Loco, Cisco?
Let us first ask permission of Senor Grant, Pancho.
Uh-huh.
Then you can come back and tend to our horses.
Santo, Pancho not dodge just in time that lightning hit Pancho kaplunk.
I do not think it was quite that close, amigo. But come, we'll run for the house. Come on.
Cisco. Only one thing Pancho don't like about rain, Cisco. It's wet.
See, Pancho, rain has a habit of being wet.
We knock at the door, Cisco?
Well, of course, amigo. We must remember our manners, rain or no rain.
Oh, rain. It sure is pouring down, Carson.
Yeah, we gotta get back. Let's go.
Oh, your pardon, senor. Pancho and I could not get out of your way. You came out of that door so fast.
Who are you?
I'm the Cisco Kid. Mi compañero Pancho and I are calling to see Senor Grant. Oh, the senores are in the costume of Satan. It's very good.
Pancho don't like to stay in the rain, Cisco. We go in, huh?
No, you ain't going in there. You can try it
Shut
out.
up.
Go ahead in, Cisco. It's all right.
Your friend seems to be disturbed. If there's any reason why we should not go in.
No. It's all right, Cisco. Go on in.
Gracias, we will.
Are you crazy, Brad? They'll find the old man's body.
We ain't fighting that Cisco Kid to his face. He's too dangerous. We'll get under cover and wait until he comes out. Then you gun him and the other one down, and then we go back to the hall and report we got him in the act of murdering old Grant. Come on.
There are lamps lighted in the house, Pancho, but no one seems to be home.
Pancho not like that devil, hombre, Cisco.
I did not like him either. But perhaps he was just in a quarrelsome mood.
Perhaps.
As I recall it, Senor Grant's room was just down this corridor. Let us see.
Senor Grant asleep, Cisco?
Oh, it is possible, Chico, although it is not late in the evening.
Very early.
However, perhaps we should not take the chance of waking him up.
We will find a senorita, huh?
Senorita is probably at the dance. Maybe we had better just leave a note, wait in the stable until the storm has passed, and then ride on, Pancho.
Just like Cisco say.
Yeah, I think that would be best. No, un momento, Pancho.
What?
That hombre was a little too concerned about our coming into this house.
He was?
I'm going to have a look in Senor Grant's room, Pancho.
Pancho got to look too, huh?
I will open the door quietly in case the senor is asleep.
He asleep, Cisco? Pancho tell from the light from the hall.
See, but I do not quite like that position he is lying in, Pancho. Get that hall lamp, amigo.
Yes, Cisco. Pancho got the lamp.
Bring it over here near the bed, Pancho.
Yes. Madre mia.
He's been murdered. And within the past few minutes, too.
That lightning close, Cisco.
Those hombres who came out of the house, they are the ones.
The ones?
And being in costume, they must have come here from the dance.
Pancho think he smell the smoke, Cisco.
I smell it too, amigo. The smell of that lightning bolt. Also the smell of gunpowder still in this room.
Pancho not mean this, Cisco.
Pancho, we must get over to that dance hall quickly. Come.
Pancho, put on the lamp. Now, Pancho, come. These hombres will go back to the dance hall, Cisco?
I do not know, Pancho. The sheriff will be at the dance, I imagine, and he must be told about this at once.
Pancho, remember the sheriff, he not like us.
That makes no difference. He still must be told of this murder.
Now we get wet some more.
Well, we can run, amigo.
Rain, rain. Pancho, we can see us tomorrow.
Down, Pancho. Get around the corner of the house. Those coyotes.
Shoots go from the stable, Cisco.
See, and I'm going into that stable, Pancho.
Pancho go in the stable, too.
I do not like to be shot at from ambush.
Cisco shoot back, no?
See, but I will be careful so as not to hit Diablo Loco. That may put those hombres off their guard. If I could get my hands on them, Pancho.
Pancho, think you hear the hombres run away, Cisco?
You are right, Pancho. They are running away. We have no chance of catching them in this rain and darkness. Come, we will go to the dance hall and report to the sheriff.
I don't see you doing any dancing, Sheriff.
Nope. Getting to my too old for that.
Oh, nonsense.
But who are you, young lady? Can't tell with you wearing a mask.
I'm Stella Grant.
Oh, yeah, sure. Ought to spotted you as the prettiest gal in the hall anyway.
Oh, well, thank you, Sheriff.
Quite a time. Who'd you come with, Stella?
Rick Corson.
What kind of a rig's he got on?
A devil's costume.
What, him too? Yeah. Seems to be a lot of the boys from the nether regions here tonight.
I should say so. But I wonder where Rick can be. He said he'd go back to the house and see how Uncle Gideon was, but...
Well, there's a couple of hombres in devil's costumes just coming in.
Oh, yeah.
My thunder, they're soaking wet, too.
Oh, that's probably Rick. Hey, Rick! Rick! I'm over here!
All right, Miss Stella.
Was Uncle Gideon all right?
No, he wasn't, Miss Stella. Hey, you get this too, Sheriff.
Oh, what's the matter?
Your uncle's been murdered.
What's that, Rick? Murdered?
No.
Yeah. And there's the hombre that murdered him, the Cisco Kid. He just came in that door.
Oh.
How do you know, Rick?
Me and Brad Kilman got there just as Cisco and that other sidewinder was coming out. We didn't try to stop him. We didn't know then that they'd murdered Gideon. You better grab him, Sheriff.
Wait a minute here. Yes, stop the blast of music. I can't hear myself think. George, stop playing the piano.
What's the matter, Sheriff?
Matter is, we got a murder on our hands.
Hey, Sheriff, you have. On those two hombres beside you, those costumes are wet from the rain, are the ones to question.
Hey, tell me a different story, Cisco.
Yeah, that's right.
Boys, the Cisco Kid and this other sidewinder murdered old Gideon Grant not more than 10 minutes ago.
Why, you lying coyote?
Stand back, Cisco. I got my gun on.
The helpless invalid in his head. What are we going to do about it?
No! Wait a minute!
Wait a minute! Nothing bad, boys.
Santo Cisco, we fight the whole dance hall, no?
Hey, Pancho, if that is what we must do, that is what we will do.
But this time, it looks as though the odds are far too great for Cisco and Pancho. In just a moment, we'll return to the Cisco Kid.
In the year 1896, milk was delivered in a horse-drawn milk wagon. And a lot of that fresh country milk was poured on steaming bowls of hot Ralston cereal. You see, 1896 was the year hot Ralston first came along. And it's the same today as it was then. A cereal full of good old-time nutrition. It comes from the wheat, whole wheat, and nothing but whole wheat. Hot Ralston's got the vitamins and minerals your whole family needs. And it's got the flavor, too. Good whole wheat flavor. Whole wheat flavor and whole wheat nutrition. That's Hot Ralston. Instant Ralston cooks in 10 seconds or regular.